Hello, welcome back to Divine Gems. This is for my Aquarius. Lovely new moon yesterday. So, new begins for everybody. Let's see how this is coming. All right, Aquarius. See if that card pops back out in your reading. See how this energy plays out for you. New beginnings. Moving towards all these planets coming out of retro, which is what I'm waiting on. It's going to be awesome to see. Unleash Mercury and Mars energy. Ooh, the Tower is at the bottom of the deck. Tower is in reverse at the bottom. First card out was the Emperor upright. Two of Wands is out next on that row, and then the Four of Swords in reverse. So I feel like you're feeling a little powerful at this moment, Aquarius, right now. Just feeling in your power right now. But with the Four of Swords being in reverse, not taking time to really stop and think about things for a second. Just feeling all in your power right now. So I just see a dominance right here. You're dominating or having a dominating presence on you right now. Feeling powerful right now. Feeling in your power, but the Four of Swords not upright. So just not contemplating, not thinking about it. Three of Pentacles. So I'm feeling like a foundation, a structure, something at home or something at work where you are feeling your power. You're feeling your power. But this is sometimes a Three of Pentacles, a third party type of situation. Sometimes it's a situation where you're stuck in something and you want to get out of it, you want to leave, but you're in your head about the things that you need, okay, well, I want to leave this, but if I leave right now, my money might not be, that type of situation. You really don't want to be there. You're not happy there. These people are all the saddest looking people. Like they don't want to be around each other. This is why she's outside of the foundation and he's still inside of the foundation. So it's that type of feeling, that type of split, or wanting to split. That type of wanting to be outside that foundation because whatever's going on at the foundation does not make you feel good. But you're feeling in your power, like you're all powerful here. The Emperor is very powerful, very dominant. Almost arrogant sometimes, but doesn't always have to be in a bad way. And then the Two of Wands is a powerful person as well. He's sitting on top of his power. This is more so about willpower to me, and how you want to use and direct your power. And yeah, he's always got the two. He's always trying to make something work. He's trying to make it work. And it is the way the dragon looks at him on this one cracks me up. Like, what are you waiting on? What are you doing? So he's powerful and he's trying to figure it out, but he's still not told the dragon which way he wanted him to go. And the dragon's holding the vision in this card. There's a whole lot going on with the Two of Wands in this deck. But the Emperor and the Two of Wands to me representing just feeling in your power, feeling in control. And then that Four of Swords, that's why I had this puzzle look like, all right, you're feeling all powerful, but we're not thinking. We're not thinking. The Wheel of Fortune is out, and it is upright. So just a change coming to, I feel like this foundational situation here, your home situation, and the Tower being in reverse on the bottom. Either way the Tower comes out, I feel like it's falling. It's falling upright, it's falling the other way around. It's falling from here, it's falling from here. Either way, there's change coming to that. There's no way the Tower's not falling. whether it's upright or in reverse. I feel like the tower falls. But if it's falling in the reverse, I feel like the emotion it's falling because the water is on top when the tower's falling in reverse. When the tower's falling this way, all the debris is falling into the water. But when the tower is falling this way, the water is helping bring down the tower to me. So emotions are involved here through this power situation here, this power struggle that's going on of what makes you feel more powerful and what doesn't. Something in this foundation here is challenging your power or at times making you feel not powerful. You feel like that person has control in the household, or this could be a boss having control at a job. But either way, you're feeling like this person has the control over you. They have the control. Yeah, and you don't like it. You don't like it. And you want that to change. You want it to change. And you're not interested in building up any new foundation with this person anymore. I think you want your foundation, but you want it in a different way. This is accumulation, the Nine of Pentacles as well. Bringing in things to yourself. So your wealth, your money, your finances. Making your surroundings more comfortable. And that's in reverse. So the Six of Pentacles is out, which is what it's really about to me. This is about feeling like you have the balance of the effort that you put in being matched with what you're being or receiving back. So I put this effort in, I receive back equal or compensation that's worthy of the effort that I gave. And I'm feeling like that wasn't happening in the foundational situation that you were in or are still in. That's not happening. There is not that wonderful exchange that makes you feel good. Here, you can see that clearly. There's no even exchange right here going on between these two people because they are just looking sad, and he's back there looking guilty, and she's back there looking like she's mad and sad and hurt, and there's no talking, no communication. It's just that feeling, whereas here, she's out there doing it by herself with the even exchange of these birds. Like there's a whole harmony going on in the forest because the animals, which is a shame, the animals know how to get along, but people can't sometimes. That's how it goes. But I feel like that change is coming. That's what the Tower moment is. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is out for. A change coming to that situation. And it is about just holding on to belief systems, stuff you got to let go of, traditions. Don't matter. We're doing what's in our own best interest. Then we're doing what's in our own best interest. If it's not hurting anyone, if it's not causing anyone any pain, then bring karma back on yourself. Then these old traditions really don't hold anything. Like I'm going to do it. Why? Because my grandmother did it that way. You can't hold on to stuff like that. So it is letting go of those things. If there needs to be a break in this foundation because you're not happy. But there has to be some thought to it. And this being in reverse to me, it hasn't been thought out yet. And it needs to be thought out probably this week. The Eight of Cups as well. There's a lot of cups back there that she's left behind. And she's very sad as the Eight of Cups to me when she comes up out of this water. She's looking for something different though. There's 8 cups left in the water. So this is all the past loves and hurts and emotions that she's leaving behind because they didn't work out. So there's how many foundations that she's broken away from as she's gotten to the Eight of Cups energy. She sees that little glimmer of moonlight there, though, and was like, there has got to be something better than this. But she's a little hesitant and reluctant, but still, that's not where she want to be with all those sad cups that she left in the water. So she's walking towards it, not knowing what to expect exactly, but knowing that she wants to go towards it because it's got to be, something's got to give in this other situation. So that's why the Eight of Cups, she leaves. 2 of Cups is out in reverse though. So that foundation, I do feel like this is love related, where you don't feel powerful was at home, was in a love relationship, Didn't have to be romantic love, but could be family related, where you just did not feel the love. You didn't feel the love anymore. And so that's why that foundation is breaking. I feel like I'm going to do that again. Yeah. And just the childhood issues, inner child, past stuff that we haven't dealt with. If those things are still out there floating around that we haven't dealt with, things that we need to say to our families, standing up for ourselves to our families, that type of feeling, yeah, that would be why the Six of Cups is out. If the foundational structure is that you haven't stood up to the family, told them you're grown up, and told them what you're going to do with your life and who runs your life, this card comes out. Then it's time for you to deal with, heal that inner child, and go out and follow your own path towards your own light, towards your own happiness. Also could be about kids. But I'm feeling like this is more foundationally, yeah, you having to be the King of Wands at this moment. You having to do things that you don't necessarily want to do, but that you know that you have to do. And I feel like this is you being the King of Wands. For him to be the king, the King of Fire, he doesn't look very fiery and enthusiastic. He always has this little pained look on his face. The lion is super cheesy in this picture on this card. But the King of Wands is just, he's an action taker. He knows he has to take actions, but they don't always feel great. But he's going to do them because he's got work to do. He sees what work needs to be done and he goes and does it. So King of Wands energy, though it doesn't feel good to maybe have to build your pinnacles up outside of this foundation, the situation may change with this Tower falling and this Wheel of Fortune out, to where you have to leave this foundation, break from this foundation. You want to hold on to it, but therefore traditional reasons, family reasons, religious reasons, therefore reasons that are invisible, really illusionary reasons why you feel like you would have to hold on to this. But it doesn't make you feel good. If it doesn't make you feel good, then yeah, it's an illusion that you're holding on to. And then you have to ask yourself why. And it's always somewhere tracing back to your childhood. Why you feel like you have to stay in something even when it's not good for you. But the Emperor being out, I feel like you're still feeling like you have the power to change the situation. You don't feel like you're powerless in this situation. You know the choice is yours. And you know you have the power to go either way and be successful. You feel like, because you're air, sometimes we know we can go with the flow and not be as happy as the other person. And as long as the other person's, we don't put the happiness, there's a humility that comes with that. But after a while, yeah, us not getting what we want is not cool in the situation. So you can take that for so long, yeah, as long as everybody else is happy and I'm just a go with the flow type of person, until it becomes that problem to where you can't move anymore. And now nothing is worse to an air sign than feeling like they can't move, feeling stuck. So once you start to feel stuck, that's when it becomes a problem. It's not fun anymore because I feel stuck. And then the Two of Wands, again, I'm looking at that as the two ways, the two perceptions that you're trying to take into consideration. So that other person's side and your side, and that's why you haven't moved while the dragon is looking at you like, are we going somewhere right now? Which way? Because you're deciphering at that moment, whether to be powerful on your own or whether to try to continue to be powerful or try to gain some power or maintain some type of power in this situation here. And I just feel like it's already a separation. There's already a split at the foundation. And it's about giving and receiving, equally giving and receiving. Let's get one more clarifier out. Two of Cups is in reverse. I'm feeling like the love and the emotion is not there. It's not balanced. If you are still in the house together, I'm feeling like it's just you're coexisting and High Priestess is out. Ten of Swords is in reverse. So creating, so to speak, the new way, transforming your life the way you want it to be, making that transformation on your own, deciding to build up those pinnacles elsewhere. And then the Ten of Swords, nobody left you for dead. Nobody stabbed you all up in the back. You feeling like you're over it. You're not paying. You're not looking at it from a pessimistic point of view. But you are just ready to, I feel like, move on in some ways. Even if you're not going to just move out or completely leave the situation. Maybe at least a discussion will be had on it. Something like that. But I think you're coming to grips and understanding that this foundation, this home situation, this living arrangement, I got 3 to flip out on you. That hasn't happened. I'm going to take all 3 of them. You have the 4th house, which is roots. You have Saturn, which is truth. And you have Neptune, sacrifice. And I feel like all 3 of these cards go together. Just off the bat, before I even pull the book out, the 4th house and your roots. Well, there's your foundation right there. The truth, you understanding something clearly about this relationship or this foundational structure that you are just about to see or just realizing coming this week. And then sacrifice. The change, the tower moment, the change that you have to make where it's going to feel like a sacrifice to have to do something that may not be easy. That is the sacrifice to get to the other side, the better side, the improvement, the happiness after the tower falls, because the tower has to fall. The tower has to fall for the change to come about. And that's the sacrifice. We want the change without the tower falling. Well, you can't build a new tower unless the tower falls. And that is always considered the sacrifice through these cycles. So 4th house roots. Just be quick. I don't want this to run too long. 4th house roots. I love you as certain dark things are to be loved. In secret, between the shadow and the soul. That was by Pablo Neruda's sonnet. Something in the love sonnets 17. That was sonnet 17. Pablo Neruda. But I love you as certain dark things are to be loved. In secret, between the shadow and the soul. I mean, let's just really get that quote. I love you as certain dark things are to be loved. In secret, between the shadows and the soul. When I hear that, to me, that's like that dip at night. Like that guy that has that girl that he uses for sex, but he uses her, or he only goes after her, calls her late at night when he doesn't bring her around any of his friends. Is really what I saw reading that quote. Like, it's certain dark things are to be loved. Like stuff you don't want nobody to know about or see. Like, I love you in secret between the shadow and the soul. Like, nobody needs to know about this right here. That's funny that I just get that feeling. But from the foundational split, applying it to your overall reading, I feel like that is just, here's my happy family over here. This is my foundation. This is who I'm with. This is who I love. But in secret, in the shadows, is really a desire to get away from that person because that person is not making us happy. That person's personality doesn't bring out the best in us, or there's certain things, personality-wise, foundational-wise, that we are just not vibing with or compatible with at this moment. So somewhere it's rooted in the past. It's rooted in the past. The 4th house is the self, centered and grounded, but also likes to hide away. There's both gentleness and emotional rawness in the 4th house. Just to give you a little background. Said look for reunions, reconnections from persons from your past. That does happen with Mercury retrogrades as well. So, fourth house also being the house of dreams, imagining, relying upon magic. Fourth house is lorded over by Lady Moon, mistress of magic in the unseen world. So, following that new moon yesterday, I feel like it's all going together. Okay. All right. Four of Cups would be the corresponding card. I was just getting a little background, but this card in brief, who you are in secret, how you hide or where you hide, wanting to hide, not wanting to face matters directly, withdrawing to recuperate, retreating to a wound to gather strength, begin anew, finding safety in the familiar. Okay, ancestral memories, inheritance, family secrets, gardens, things that grow, earliest memories, feeling sentimental, happiness, domestic issues, adding to the home, having a baby, newborns in the house, bruised feelings, touchiness, being too sensitive, anxiety, real estate, land issues, buying a new house, mineral rights, bodies of water, leaks, damage due to water or floods, delays due to rain, magic, kitchen, witchery, angels and angelic guidance, dinner celebrations involving good food, nourishment, diet, stomach problems. Four Cups. So a key idea is home, domestic issues, the mother, the father, ancestry, tribes, old age, the end of a matter. Roots, foundation, this home situation, Aquarius. I feel like that is directly related to your reading. The truth coming out about that, I mean, truth is truth. There's truth is truth. There's no hard way to confuse what the truth could be trying to be about. It's about the truth and nothing but the truth. So, as she has planted, so does she harvest. Such is the field of karma. You know what you put out there is what you get back. What goes around comes around. And yeah, the Three of Swords. Restrictions, tough luck, being put on hold, feeling denied, something flawed, what's solid in your life, fathers, grandfathers, or husbands. This is definitely about that foundation. Authority figures, wise persons, learning through hardships, emotional pain, staying focused on your path, paying one's dues, wishing to move up a notch in life, fame and seeking fame, taxes and penalties, being responsible and patient, the world and the world view, reputation, slow build to success, old age, longevity, time, and maturity. I just feel like the truth is out about the husbands and authority figures, what you need to know. Okay. And then Neptune sacrifice. The whole idea of compassion is based on a keen awareness of interdependence and interdependence of all living beings, which are all part of one another and are all involved in one another. I messed that all up. The whole idea of compassion is based on a keen awareness of the interdependence of all these living beings, which are all part of one another and all involved in one another. Thomas Merton. So here we are all one. We are all one. So you are being directed into an area which may feel like it is unknowable. Surrendering to the mystery may work best now. Yeah, Neptune is just that dreamy type of fantasy world right there. And it's hard to know the difference between real and not real, especially when you have it and Mercury's retrograde and everything feels a little weird. Corresponding card to that one is the Seven of Cups. Mystery, confusion, enchantment, wandering, passivity, secret enemies. So imagination, escapism, mysticism, divination, other realms, and making contact with higher realms. So all that little weird fantasy world type of thing. The ocean, sudden consciousness, sudden flights of inspiration, artistic ability. Dangerous deceptions, narcotics, alcoholic drinks, toxins, poisons, medicines, sleeping dreams, needing to flee and become more private. All right. Bodies of water, living or traveling near them, the beach, mimicry, copying others, blending in, being too afraid to leave the fold. being or feeling overcome or intimidated, feeling mercy and compassion, emotional games and relationships. So all of that sounding like it's having to do with this foundation and whether or not you want to be there or not, or whether or not you are going to be there or not, or remain there. This is what's going on for you, Aquarius. If it's family that you stay with that you have to stand up to and lead, if it's a relationship, a husband, with that truth card coming out saying grandfather, husband, I'm going to put that energy toward the husband. If there's a husband there, that it doesn't have to be. So the situation being husband, wife, connection. If that other person that's at that household is not giving you the feeling that you need in love, that type of thing, and you're feeling like your foundation is bringing you down versus lifting you up, those roots, that fourth house energy. That's what it's about. It's about learning where it is you want to be and what's most successful for you. What's most successful for you. But those are things: your roots, your foundation, who you're with, the truth coming out about it, and then the sacrifice you're going to make, whether you're going to stay or go. You're going to sacrifice your own happiness to just stay in something because it's tradition, or are you going to step out there and not be afraid of those tower moments, changing those things to bring about a better outcome of happiness for you in your life? Those are, I feel like, the things that we come across as we learn and we grow and evolve, to things not staying the same, to things changing and being different, coming out for the better. Evolution is inevitable. So change is inevitable. All right, Aquarius, that was your reading for the 13th through the 19th of August. If you need a personal reading, check out my website. It will be in the description box below. Oh, my words and Mercury. It'll be in the description box below. If you need to book a personal reading, I've also put some new articles up as well for you to read. All right, till next time. Thanks for watching.